Hey Leo, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for June 10th, 2024. This is for Leo. Last shuffle for Leo. Let's see what's going on. So Leo, we have great gratitude, playing it safe. A lot of you are going to focus on things completely that you could say later, I'm really glad I got that taken care of. This would be more of a routine day for some of you. Like, I'm going to take care of this because I know I'll be grateful for it later. That you're thinking about, like, what would be your best bet? What would really be like your safest bet to having one of those kind of days where you could be like, well, I'm glad I did this even though I didn't feel like it. Maybe I see a lot of you don't feel like doing something. This isn't really what you would want to do. You may be choosing just the best thing to do over what you really want to do. Okay. Excuse my throat. Yep, the Lovers, Seven of Swords, Three of Wands, the World with great gratitude. So for a lot of you, while you're waiting for something, you need to get a move on something else. So, this would say that you're waiting for a decision to be made. You're waiting for some closure to something, some news back or something like that, that would say either yay or nay. You got this or you didn't. While you're waiting for that, they want you to get a move on other things that you don't feel like doing. Here, with playing it safe is the Moon and Ace of Cups. If we're playing it safe in the Moon, it would be making something a sure bet. There's a lot of gray area in whatever this situation is. So make something a safe bet. Like do something new. They want you to change something because, like I keep saying, is that you have a decision to make. Do you do what you want to do, or do you do what you should do, or you need to do? And so they're saying go at something new. Although while you're doing what you should do, I'm seeing someone who's like, they showed me Ghost Whoopi Goldberg, right, when she had the check, and she was, Sam just kept saying, give the nuns that check, and she was like, fine, I don't really want to do this, but you're doing, because I can't say it was the right thing to do. I mean, in the movie, that's what was being depicted. It's just like, dang, maybe keep some of it for all the trouble she went through. I mean, they did just lose their apartment trying to get this thing done, I guess solve the crime. Like, they did just get their apartment kicked through, and they're scared now. uh, but she ended up getting her rewards in the end, right? Because she ended up becoming really famous in a sense. I guess everybody started coming to her because she was the truth. But your higher self is the Five of Swords and Page of Pentacles. Your higher self, it's like your higher self wants you to know you have an advantage in a situation. You have an advantage. You can make something much better, but you've got to act on it now. You can't afford to act like you don't know that you need to be doing something. You know what I mean? And not saying that you do that. I'm not saying that at all, but that's what this is saying here. Your higher self, Five of Swords is like you have an advantage, right? And the Page of Pentacles is like a lot of your advantage may be that you're youthful or you're still a moldable mind. You're still someone who's quite open to new concepts, new possibilities. A lot of people, after a certain point, they're not. They're stuck in their ways. They never really learn or grow. You ever meet those people that think they know everything? And they're probably one of the most ignorant people because they think they know every. I know already. It's like if no one knows everything. How many generations of people have lived here? That's generations of knowledge that you don't know. So we don't know everything, right? And so your higher self is saying you have the added advantage of being quite youthful mentally. Your brain's still elastic. Your higher self is telling you that, like, you're still, you still pay attention to everything, or you've learned a lot by keeping that same student type mentality throughout your life. Like, I'm just here, I'm learning, I'm still learning. New beginnings is the King of Wands and Three of Cups. well, here's the new beginnings of you feeling freer, being able to act on your impulses or things that you want to do. And it's not like negative impulses. This isn't like the devil energy, which would be like, oh, I'm acting on all of my addictions or wants or creature comforts and creature comfort type things, or this would be more like being able to move when you need to be able to be spontaneous, to just be able to jump up and go. So there's a new beginning aspect of this. And it's not necessarily financially, because they're not really giving off finances. The only energy of finance would be that you're trainable, or you are able to take in new information, and that pays itself, of course, right? That pays for itself. But this is also about whatever it is you're supposed to do or you should be doing is going to set you up in the game, like put you in a very high place, or have you in control of something to where you feel really confident. Not saying that you don't feel confident, but they're saying that you may be faking it with the Seven of Swords. Like, yeah, you don't really feel at your best. You don't feel well prepared for something. You may not feel like in much of a mood to have fun, or to you know what I mean. Three of Cups is fun, hanging out, celebration. You may not be in the mood for all of that. The new beginnings would say that you feel free now, like you're not tied down, fettered down to like some mundane tasks that you should have done before and you didn't do. um, I don't know why the spirit, it keeps saying these things and it feels like it's all over the place. Your higher self, though, wants you to remember, like, old dogs can learn new tricks. And not saying you guys are old, but they're like, Leos are we're fixed energy. And when we understand something to be a certain way, then that's what we do. We're open. I see us being more open, but I also see that they want you to understand that you got to change your routine while you're waiting for some news to come in. Be grateful for this time period that you're waiting. There's something you're supposed to be learning while you're waiting for news. So I hope this makes sense. It's all over the place to me. I'm like, what in the world? This might make sense for me. I'm a Leo. I'll listen to it on, today is when you'll see it, but listen to it and see how this works out for me. Wow. So you could be dealing with a Gemini, a Capricorn, Cancer. You also could be dealing with Aries, another Leo, or Sagittarius. You could be a Cancer Leo cusp. You could be dealing with a Gemini Cancer cusp. We also have Sagittarius Capricorn cusp. And Aries Taurus cusp you could be dealing with as well. And you could also be a Leo Virgo. If you're not dealing with those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.